Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And a nice job there skipping away from the one tackle and ends up getting 5 yards out of that. Second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Second down now. It's Sanders, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
3rd and 7.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down.
At the 37-yard line.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. his first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run it, Sanders. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Sanders toss left side. And it looks like he's going to have the first down, and so mark this just over the 10-yard line. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
10 at the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On play action, it's Wentz. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They could put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. He's got a man, complete. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there for the Eagles on 3rd down. 52 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Now Sanders, and only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Second down and 8. From the gun, it's Wentz. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Now 3rd and 5.
Draw. Here's Sanders. And down inside the 15 he goes. 3rd and medium. They opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Sanders. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders at a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
The Eagles on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Chiefs nothing. Jeff Curry to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And that's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
32-yard line. A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Jones looks to throw on third down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down.
That looks like it's going to be two empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Here comes Rager. Good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 40-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The Eagles on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Wentz to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now they toss out wide to Sanders. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. To throw, it's Wentz. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You got to try and get a first down and run out this first half.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Play action, it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Completes it to Hardman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now Mahomes gives to Hunt. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the 2. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to keep it here. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
Kansas City.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That hold coming from the middle of the line to center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. So that'll back him up 5. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Butker's kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we are at halftime here on Halloween, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
To kick off for Philadelphia.
It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game. Yet,
rush coming, and he's taken down. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. For McCole Hardman, I mean, he was the only guy with 2 of the top 10 fastest runs in all of 2019. And he's showing that that was no fluke. He was moving there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. Mahomes now on first down. That's caught left side by Hardman. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
14. Chiefs 3.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And this will not not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
30-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Wentz now to throw. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Rager, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And it's 21-3. The touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Got an open man. It's Radley. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Mahomes firing complete, and he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to... And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. There he goes, right side. And it's into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt, and he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Darius Slay with a pick. And a good turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now on 2nd and 16. Wentz. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Frank Clark able to record his 5th sack of the season. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. They'll run with Sanders, and they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Hill on the return. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's going to fire deep for Radley. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Radley, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. That they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. Extra point right down the middle, and it makes the score 21-10.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a carry for Sanders, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 7. Wentz going to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line.
Their own 41-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Mahomes going to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On the run, this is Hunt. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 10 more there and another 1st down.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run with Hunt. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the wall.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down now, it's Hunt, and he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. So now a big spot here as the Chiefs will indeed go for 2. Going to run for it. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win.
He's got Daly, the 30, past the 20, touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Mahomes now on 1st down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Hunt. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Kansas City.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. Dancing to his left. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Mahomes. Oh, no, he lost the football. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
To throw, Mahomes, and he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Kareem Hunt with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another run here with Sanders. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Wentz on the draw leaves it for Sanders. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Hardman on the return. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
30-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Rodney McLeod that time able to knock it away. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Catch nearly got him at first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And that'll set them back 5. They'll look to throw. That one is caught by Hunt. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. They were looking for Johnson that time. And it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So from 2nd and 10, it'll now go to 2nd and 15. But Charles, in this one, the fourth quarter became a lot more interesting, I know, than I anticipated. Probably you anticipated. A comeback bid falling just a little bit short.
You're never supposed to count a team out, and I know we didn't on air, but mentally, I just didn't see this type of a comeback, especially one that put them in a position to put the real pressure on them down the stretch.
So for Philadelphia, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they fall for the first time this season after 6 wins to start the campaign. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.